Hello and welcome to SquaredTutorials. In this tutorial of the How to Make a Minecraft Server tutorial series, I will be teaching you how to configure all your files inside your folder and how to install plugins to make your server awesome, and once again, awesome. Okay, if you have not set your server up yet, go to the tutorial on the left right now that teaches you how to make your server. If you want to let your friends join your server with Hamachi, please click the tutorial on the top right now. And if you want to know how to do it by port forwarding to let your friends join, then press it on the right now. Okay, let's start. Go into your tutorial server file, and what are all these files? Well, I'm going to teach you. Logs, don't worry, that's just some logs. Plugins. In this folder you will paste all your plugins that you will need to have some awesome thingies. World, that is your world that you spawn in, not the nether, not the end, I'm sorry. Just the normal world. World nether, that's the nether of course. World the end, that's the end of course. And all these files, well, you don't have to make yourself worried about these, but you can change something in server.properties. Open it up. I'm using Notepad++, a very good program. I will leave it in the description if you wanted to use it too. Okay, in here you can select to enable the nether or not. You can give your world a name. Now mine is just world. You can select if your players are allowed to fly. You can set this to true or false. I'm going to set it to true. Announce player achievements, very obvious, just if your players want achievements or not. This is the server port that you have used many times in the previous tutorials. Level type default, just leave this on default. That means if you want to have a game mode or something. Oh no, that's difficulty, I'm sorry. Server IP, many people say that you have to fill in your IP address. Don't do this, leave it always empty, it works every time. Maximum build height, just how high your players can build. If you want to spawn NPCs, if you want to use a whitelist. Now what is a whitelist? Every player on a whitelist, your whitelist must be in here somewhere. In here, in whitelist. Every nickname that is on this whitelist will be allowed to join the server, others will not. Just leave this to false. Instead of if you want a private server, go to true. If you want to spawn animals, hardcore mode, online mode, this means that only players that bought the game can play on your server. If you set this to false, also correct players can join your server. If you want to have a custom resource pack for your players to download, PvP enable or not, true or false, difficulty 0 or 1. If you want command blocks, false or true. Game mode, that is creative or survival. Maximum players 20, I'm going to make it higher into 50 if you want to spawn monsters. Your maximum viewing distance. If you want to generate some structures, so that are villages and such. Spawn protection, how big of a radius around the spawn is protected so your players cannot delete anything. If you're an admin you can of course. And the message of the day, that is the name of your Minecraft server. I'm just going to call this SquaredTutorials server. Yeah, just this. Okay, you can go and save this file. Start.bat, we have entered a code that I gave you in the first tutorial. And in here, XMX1024, that is the amount of RAM you want to allocate to your server. This is just 1 GB. I'm going to boost it up to 2, so my server is a bit faster. Just close it up. Okay, the ops file, that is the owner or the admins that you want to put in here. Okay, inside your Minecraft, go to multiplayer, join your server. As you see, SquaredTutorials server and 50 slots, that is what we have configured. Also, you can see that your server has started with 2 GB of RAM or even more. Command window for your server, and go to up and then your name, up hotso. It will say console up at hotso. Go into your file and just use the command game mode 1 for example, and you can use it. I'm sorry, I made a mistake before with the up file. Okay, now for the next step we are going to install some plugins. You can find plugins on this link, plugins.bucket.org. You have all kinds of fun, general, informatical, just surf this website a bit and you will find every plugin that you need. For this tutorial I'm going to use Essentials. I highly recommend Essentials because it's a great plugin. Just press download. and download the zip file. This is the file that you will be downloading. Just open it and you will see several .jar files. Now go into your server folder, go into plugins, and in here you will always have to drag the .jar files. So just select them all and drag them into this folder. You can close this WinRAR file or 7-zip, I don't know what you are using. And now you can reload your server by typing reload into the command window or just starting it once again. In the command window you will see in a quick look that Essentials is loading perfectly, so that is very good. You can go into your Minecraft once again and check them out. And as you see, some custom things have been enabled in the chat. Now you can just go to help, and as you see you have extra commands. You can go to help essentials if you have downloaded essentials, and you will see every command, help essentials 2, 3. This is full of commands. That's why it's so good. I really recommend you to do this. For example, you can go to fly, you will fly. Oh, I just disabled it, lol. You can fly, you can have God mode, you can heal yourself, you can feed yourself. It's amazing. Also, you can set your fly speed to like 5, so it's amazingly fast. It's a really great plugin. Also, every plugin that you are going to be installing, just go to plugins, drag it in here. Also, you will have created some folders if you run your server, and just go to config and edit every parameter that is in there. Now that's it, guys. You have made your own server, you have given it a name, it works, your friends can join, you have installed plugins, and now you're up to making a very popular server or just to have some fun. This was SquaredTutorials with an amazing series. I hope I helped you guys, and I see you in the next type of tutorial. Cheers!